What's up everyone and welcome to the club. In today's video we're going to be drawing TNTina from Fortnite. Let's begin this lesson in the center of our page with the upper eyelid. So we start on the left side, we're going to curve in and then down. Starting from the outside, curve in, and just hook that down. Let's line this up on the right side and do the same thing. Curve up and then out. Let's tuck the eyes in underneath the eyelid, but we want to leave a little overlap along the inside. So start on the outside of the eyelid, draw a half circle coming around to the bottom, and we're just going to pull that up on the inside. Let's do the same thing on the right. Let's add a small circle for the highlight on the top left of each eye. So start up against the edge of the eye, we're going to curve around, and just tuck that up underneath the eyelid. We want to line this up on the right side and do the same thing. So this is going to get tucked in a little bit more underneath the eyelid. Let's draw that same size circle in the center of the eye for the pupil, where we'll tuck this in underneath the highlight. We'll start at the bottom, curve around, and back out. Let's do the same thing on the right side. And we'll fill the pupils in black. Let's move to the center and draw in the nose. We're going to start with the bottom edge first. Starting on the left side, we're going to curve down and then up. Now we're going to move up and draw a short curve in the opposite direction for the bridge of the nose. Let's move down and draw in the mouth. We're going to start back on the left side. We'll curve down and then up towards the right. Let's draw in the upper lip. In the center, we move up, start with a point. From here, we're going to angle up towards the left and then the right. Now let's go back to the left side. I'm going to curve down and then out towards the left. Do the same thing on the right side. Let's go back to the left side and draw the lower lip. I'm going to curve down the middle and back up on the right. Let's move up and draw the inside edge of the hair. So we're going to line up with the inside edge of the left eye, move up, start with a point. Now we're going to work our way around the left side of the head. From here we're going to curve down and out, around the eye, come down, and then just hook that in. Let's go back to the top. From here we're going to curve down over the right eye and then out towards the side. And down, just touching the edge of the eye and pull that out. Let's add in the eyebrows. On top of the left eye, I'm going to curve in and then down. Just following the same curve of the eye. Do the same thing on the right side. Underneath the hair. Now from the inside, we're going to draw two short angle lines going up and in, and we'll follow those curves going back out underneath the hair. Let's fill the eyebrows in black. Now I'm going to move down and draw the lower half of the head. So in line with the mouth, we're going to move over towards the left underneath the hair. We're going to curve down in the middle. I'm just going to pull this up towards the right, just beside the eye. We're up underneath the hair. Now I'm going to go back and thicken up our lashes. Starting from the bottom of the eye, I just want to taper this out and then up around the side of the eye. We're going to fill that in black. Let's do the same thing on the right. Starting from the bottom of the eye, curve out. Just going to taper this up towards the top, and again, filling that in black. We're also going to thicken up the upper eyelid. Starting from the outside, we're going to step up, just taper this in towards the inside of the eyelid. Do the same thing on the right, and then we'll fill that area in black. I'm also going to add a few freckles on either side. Let's start on the left side. Start with one black dot. Move in, draw another one, and then in between we'll step down and draw the third freckle. Let's do the same thing on the right. Let's go back up to the top and add a curve to separate the hair. We go up, just going to bend that out towards the left. Let's go back to the bottom and add the hair along the left side. Starting down here, we're going to taper this out, and then up, and draw a short curve coming down and then in. Let's do another one. Curving out and then up. Now from the top, we're going to step down to create an overlap. I'm going to curve out, up. I'm just going to pull that in. I'm going to go back up to the top. We're going to add a curl. Going up, and then hooking that down. Just taper that back in. Going into right about there. I'm just going to pull this around and tuck that in towards the side of the head. Go out, down, and then pull that in towards the side. Let's go over towards the right. From this point, we're going to curve this up and then in. Just pull that into right about there. Let's go back up to the top. From here, we're going to curl up and then hook that down. And then again, we're going to taper that back in towards the bottom. Now from here, we're going to curve up towards the top of the head and then down towards the right side. Up, round it out, and then come down on the right side. Now I want to continue this curve coming down along the side of the head. So start down here, come down and in. Now at the bottom, we're just going to curl this back out towards the right. Let's taper that back up to create a point. We'll add one more. Come down and out, and then pull that up underneath the head. Let's add some texture to the hair. We're going to start from this point, we'll step up, curve up, and then hook that down. Now we move up and go to the right side. Going up, and then down. Let's add a little bit more hair on the left side. Starting down here, curve down, and then out. Taper that back in with a short line. We'll do that one more time. Down and out, and pull that up underneath the head. Let's move down and draw on the body. We're going to start with that large collar first. Starting over on the left side, we'll curve down in the middle, and then pull that up on the right. Let's add the shirt strap underneath. Starting on the right side, underneath the head, we'll draw two straight lines coming down side by side. Then from the top of the collar, we're going to leave a gap and draw the side of the body. Let's start on the left side. Curve out, and then down towards the hip. Line this up on the right. We'll do the same thing. Now let's connect the bottom of the hip with a curve. Going down the middle, and then back up. Now I'm going to move up and draw the torn edge of the shirt. Starting on the left side, we're going to go up in an angle, come down. Just going to work our way across towards the right side. Now from the center, I'm going to step down, draw a curve from left to right, going up and then down. Leaving a small gap in the center. Let's go to the left side, curve out and down towards the left heel. Move over towards the right, curve out and down towards the right heel. Let's round out the bottom of the feet. Starting from the heel, I'm going to curve down and then up towards the toe. And do the same thing on the right. Let's round out the top of the foot. We start from the toe, we're going to draw a half circle, aiming towards the heel. So we're going to go up, I'm just going to pull that down, we're going to stop right about there. Let's do the same thing on the right. Starting at the toe, curve up, and then bend that down. Now I'm going to move down and thicken up the sole. I want to take this curve, step up, and just trace that across on both sides. Let's move back up to the hip and draw the side of the leg. We start on the left hip, curve out, round out the leg, and then pull that in on top of the foot. From the top of the foot, I'm going to move up and draw a curve. Coming down, and then up for the edge of the boot. Let's line this up on the right, and do the same thing. Let's add a strap across the left thigh. We're going to start on the outside of the leg, curve down, and then in, step down, draw that same curve going across. Now in the middle, we're going to add a buckle. We draw two straight lines coming down side by side. Let's thicken the left side of the strap. Starting from the top of the buckle, we're going to angle up and out towards the left, come down towards the bottom, angle down and out towards the right. Now I just want to angle up and out towards the outside of the leg. Let's draw a small oval tucked in beside the leg for the grenade. From the top of the strap, we'll step down. Let's draw that oval, going around, down, and then in behind the leg. Now we're going to draw two straight angled lines going across the center of that oval. And then from the top, we're going to draw a small half circle. Let's add some detail to the pants. From the hips, we're going to draw 2 angled lines coming down and in. Let's connect the bottom with a straight line going across. Now from those bottom corners, we're going to curve out and down towards the edge of the boot cup. Now on the left, we're going to go in behind the strap, continue along the bottom. And then we'll add some lines across the side. Starting on the left, we're going to angle down and in toward the inside line. Line this up on the right, and do the same thing. Now on the right side, we're just going to continue all the way down. Stepping down, we'll draw 2 more angled lines. Let's move back up and draw on the arms. We're going to start halfway between the head and the hip. So right here, we curve out and down towards the wrist. Line this up on the right, and do the same thing. Now back on the left side, we're going to draw on the thumb. Start from the wrist, we'll draw a small half circle, curving in and then back out. We'll connect the bottom of the thumb to the wrist with a curve, going up and then in. Let's do the same thing on the right. And then we're going to add 3 fingers on either side. Starting from the bottom of the thumb, and curve down and then up. Then we'll add 2 more fingers. Stepping down, curve down and up the second finger. Now the third finger, we're going to curve out, curve this up, and we'll pull that in towards the top of the collar. Let's do the same thing on the right. Let's separate out the tips of the glove. Starting from the bottom of the thumb, curve down and up. We'll separate out each finger. And we'll do the same thing on the right side. Then we'll move up to the wrist and draw on the cup. Starting from the top of the thumb, curve up and then out. Do the same thing on the right. Now we're going to step up and just trace that same curve coming in. We're also going to tear out the bottom edge of the sleeve. Let's start from the inside of the arm. We're going to angle up and out. Do the same thing on the right. Come down and out toward the side. Go straight up. And then go straight out towards the outside of the arm. Now we're going to add the words inside the shirt. We're going to start with the large boom first. Starting over on the left side, we're going to start with the B. Start with an angled line coming down. Go to the top. Curve around and in, and then along the bottom. Now on the top and bottom, we're going to add a small D and fill that in black. Now we're going to tuck the O in behind. So on the side of the B, curve up, down, and back out. Let's add another one on the side. And then we'll draw on the M. Starting from the bottom of the O, come out with a straight line, go up, and I'll add a V coming down and up, come back down, and then out along the bottom. Now let's work our way up towards the top of the M. Going straight up with an angled line, go across the top. And again, we're going to add like a V coming down and up, go across, and pull that down in behind the O. Let's add 2 small circles inside the O's and fill them in black. We're also going to add an uppercase K and A on the top. We'll start with the K first. And then the A. Fill in the inside. I'm also going to add a small hyphen on the right side of the A. Now we're going to add 1 small heart along the top. Starting in the center, curve up and in. Do the same thing on the right side. Let's go back to the right arm and add the wristband. Stepping up on the inside, we're going to follow that same curve, going up and then out. And that's pretty much it. There's TNTina from Fortnite. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. Make sure you subscribe and send me your requests in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.